Welcome to Echo Earth, and welcome to the Science of Calm. In this series, we explore what modern science has discovered about the mind, the brain, and the everyday practices that may help us live calmer, healthier lives. Today's episode is called The Lost Art of Solitude. When you hear the word solitude, what comes to mind? For many people, it's a lonely person sitting by themselves, someone isolated, perhaps sad, perhaps disconnected from the world around them. But psychologists tell us these are actually two very different experiences. Loneliness is the distress we feel when we want meaningful connection but don't have it. It's an emotional experience, and over long periods, chronic loneliness has been linked with poorer mental and physical health. Solitude, however, simply means spending time alone. And when that time is freely chosen, rather than forced upon us, it can become something entirely different. Researchers often call this voluntary solitude. It's choosing to step away from the constant demands of the world, even if only for a little while. No meetings, no conversations, no notifications asking for your attention. Just a little space to simply exist. Perhaps that's why so many of us instinctively seek quiet after a busy day. We linger beneath a warm shower. We sit in the car for a few extra minutes before going inside. We take the long way home through the park. Or we make a cup of tea, sit beside a window, and enjoy a few precious moments where nothing is expected of us. Modern life has become extraordinarily noisy, not just with sound, but with information. Messages, emails, social media, breaking news, advertisements, opinions from thousands of people we've never met. For many of us, the mind rarely gets an opportunity to simply settle. This doesn't mean we need to spend hours sitting alone in silence. Research hasn't identified a perfect amount of solitude. Some studies have looked at periods of around 15 minutes. Others suggest that even brief moments of chosen quiet may help some people feel less emotionally overwhelmed. The important word here is chosen. Healthy solitude isn't about withdrawing from life. It's about creating a little breathing space within it. So what actually happens inside the brain during these quiet moments? What have neuroscientists discovered? And what questions are they still trying to answer? In the next chapter, we'll explore the fascinating science behind solitude and discover why giving ourselves a little less stimulation may sometimes help us feel a little more at peace. But what happens inside the brain when we do this? The truth is, scientists are still learning. The human brain contains around 86 billion nerve cells. Understanding how they work together remains one of the greatest scientific challenges of our time. Even so, modern neuroscience has begun to reveal some fascinating clues. One important part of the brain is called the prefrontal cortex. Located just behind your forehead, this region helps us plan, solve problems, control impulses, and regulate our emotional responses. When something upsetting happens, the prefrontal cortex helps us pause, consider the situation, and choose how we respond. Another important structure is the amygdala. The amygdala acts as one of the brain's early warning systems. It helps us detect potential danger, recognize emotionally significant events, and prepare our bodies to respond. This system has helped humans survive for thousands of years. But in today's world, our brains often react not only to physical danger, but also to deadlines, constant notifications, social pressure, and information overload. Researchers believe that one reason chosen solitude may feel restorative is because it reduces the amount of information constantly competing for our attention. No conversations to follow, no messages arriving every few minutes, no endless decisions demanding immediate attention. Instead, the brain is given a rare opportunity to slow the constant stream of incoming stimulation. Scientists have also identified a collection of connected brain regions known as the default mode network. Despite its name, this network isn't simply the brain resting. It becomes active when we reflect on ourselves, remember the past, imagine the future, or quietly make sense of our experiences. Research has also shown something surprising. Even relatively short periods of chosen solitude can reduce what psychologists call high arousal emotions. That doesn't necessarily mean feeling happier. Instead, it often means feeling less emotionally intense, less anxious, less overwhelmed, less mentally busy. It's important to be honest about the science. Researchers are not saying that 15 minutes of solitude permanently rewires the brain, nor have they shown that simply sitting alone causes new brain cells to grow or grey matter to thicken. Those claims are common on social media, but they go well beyond the available evidence. What the research does suggest is that regularly creating small periods of chosen quiet may help many people feel calmer, less emotionally overwhelmed, and better able to reflect on their thoughts and feelings. So how can we bring this into our own lives? What counts as healthy solitude and what doesn't? That's exactly what we'll explore in the final chapter. Welcome to the final chapter of today's episode. We've explored what solitude is and what current science tells us about its effects on the mind and brain. So how can we bring this into everyday life? One of the most common questions people ask is, what actually counts as solitude? The answer may surprise you. You don't need to sit alone in an empty room. You don't need to meditate, and you certainly don't need to spend hours in complete silence. Healthy solitude is less about where you are and more about what your mind is being asked to do. Imagine sitting comfortably with a cup of tea, looking out through a window as the rain falls, walking slowly through a quiet park, resting in a massage chair with your phone switched off. Each of these moments can offer an opportunity for restorative solitude. Many people also ask whether music is allowed. The research doesn't provide a simple yes or no answer. Gentle instrumental music, or the sounds of nature, may still allow the mind to settle for many people. The important question is this: is the sound helping you become quieter inside, or is it demanding more of your attention? Television is different. Even though you're physically alone, your attention is still following a story, processing conversations, and reacting to new information every few seconds. The same is often true of social media. Although you're sitting by yourself, your mind remains surrounded by other people's opinions, achievements, concerns, and expectations. If you're curious about experiencing solitude for yourself, there's no need to make dramatic changes. You might simply begin with 10 quiet minutes. Leave your phone in another room. Find somewhere comfortable. Allow yourself to pause. There is nothing you need to accomplish, nothing you need to solve. Just a few moments where the outside world isn't asking anything of you. As we've discovered today, science is still learning about solitude. There is much we don't yet know. But one message appears again and again throughout the research. In a world filled with constant stimulation, many people benefit from creating small moments of chosen quiet. Perhaps the lost art of solitude isn't really about escaping the world. Perhaps it's about returning to ourselves, even if only for a few peaceful minutes each day. This has been The Science of Calm, Episode 1, The Lost Art of Solitude. If you'd like to experience a guided solitude practice inspired by today's episode, I've created a companion experience here on Echo Earth, where we'll put these ideas into practice together. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself.